There are forces out there that don't want you to have this information. They say that this information is not for civilians, and that if you're a civilian and you think you're an operator, you're just pretending like it's Halloween. Is that what you wanted me to say? Yeah, but it's my YouTube channel. I can do whatever I want, and so can you. It's America. This video is about battle belts, and a battle belt is basically just a utility belt. Why would somebody want a battle belt? Well, it's a place to store your stuff, your magazines, your gun, med kit, all the things that you may need while you're at the range. So whether you're training, whether you're just plinking, whether you're just going for fun or with friends, it doesn't matter. A battle belt is a great thing to have. So who needs a battle belt? Well, Sarah Palin's ex-son-in-law would say that you don't need it.
Look, I just want to say this. You're just trying to do what guys like Tim Kennedy, Mark Luttrell fucking really did. If you're one of those people who thinks you're fucking tactical and you've never served,
Batman was a civilian.
See kids, I'm Batman. I'm a civilian too.
So let's get into my battle belt. First things first, the belt. I use a Blue Alpha double belt rig. I wear the EDC inner belt with the soft part of the hook and loop. Every single day I just cinch it closed. It holds up my pants, shorts, bikini bottoms, whatever. Then the outer portion of that with the cobra buckle has the scratchy portion of the hook and loop, and I just put that on over, and it's just very, very easy to go full battle belt. I've been wearing these belts for years, and they're awesome, and they're super stiff, and they do exactly what I need them to do. Never had a problem with them. From there, things get interesting. That's where I use the Safariland QLS and ELS fork and receiver. I put the receiver on the belt permanently, and then I can put forks on all the different things that I may need to add. The use of those probably negates my warranty. I got this idea from Nick from We Like Shooting, and when I say got, I mean I stole this idea from Nick from We Like Shooting. We take a soldering iron and we basically burn holes into the belt to install the hardware for the Safariland QLS and ELS.
The fumes are probably lethal, so I definitely recommend wearing some kind of protection.
No, not that. Yeah, that. The reason that I use that fork and receiver set is so that I can pop different things on and off. It gives me a ton of flexibility in what I can put on my belt. And doing it this way means that I don't have to have a belt for every single setup that I have. I have one belt, and then I can just add and subtract based on what I need for that day. The mag pouches that I use are actually Black Rhino Concealment, and then sometimes I use S-Tac. The Black Rhino Concealment mag pouches are Kydex, and they also have the adjustability that I need. Depending on what gun I have, it fits all the double stack mags that I have, and I can just tighten it or loosen it based on what I need. And that gives me the ability to have excellent retention, but also be able to get them out of there. That goes for both the pistol mags and the AR mags. When I use S-Tac stuff, it's usually because I'm using something different. So I have some AK pouches from them, some MP5 pouches from them, and I also installed them on the Safariland fork so I can just pop them on and off as needed. The holster setup that I have is also Black Rhino Concealment, and this is one that I've been using for a very long time now. This is the Scabbard FCS, or Fast Carry System. Originally I had a mid-ride UBL, and that drops the pistol right off of your belt line. So if you're wearing body armor, it puts it down below it so it doesn't interfere. It's not a drop leg, it's just a mid-ride. But one of our listeners actually recommended me to go with DFA. The DFA stands for Drop Flex Adapter, and the cool thing is it is a little bit flexible. It's not flapping all over the place, but it does give you flexibility for getting in and out of vehicles or any other kind of non-standard positioning. On my battle belt, permanently affixed, is the Flatline Fiberco dump pouch. The dump pouch is awesome. It's got a cinch strap up top so you can close it off. I usually throw empty magazines in it. I can keep a marker in it. I can keep actual full magazines in it. I can put snacks in it. I can put water bottles in it. Whatever I need, it's a great way for me to just have a place to put everything that doesn't fit in the containers that are already on my belt. One of the great things about the dump pouch is that it folds up so compact and fits right under my mag pouches that I don't even notice it's there a lot of times. It's a quick, simple, and effective way to just have some extra storage for the things that you need when you're walking back and forth from the shooting line to the bench. For medical, I have two things. I run a civilian medical trauma kit for Medical Gear Outfitters on one of the Safariland QLS forks on the back of my belt. I installed the receiver upside down and installed the fork upside down on the med kit so that when I need to, I can reach back, compress those forks, and it'll drop just from the force of gravity. I thought that that would be a great idea, and it turns out that it's actually been really effective for me, and I do like it a lot. Is it perfect? No, but it's as close as I've been so far. And on top of that, I have a Blue Alpha tourniquet holder on the front of my belt just to have a quick access tourniquet just in case I need it. Also has a marker for me to mark targets, mark bad magazines, anything else that I need. Between the two of those, I have all my med needs covered. So you know, one of the things about a battle belt is that it kind of gets a little bit heavy. When I'm at the range training and filming all day, my pants start to fall down at some point. It's guaranteed to happen. Throwing the suspenders on is actually a really good way to keep it up. I ended up going with VTAC, the Viking Tactics, Kyle Lamb's company, and they actually work really, really well. I installed the loops loops on the belt itself, and then the suspender is just basically S-hook right into it. It also helps distribute all the weight of the battle belt in a much easier way to carry. Did you know that 86.8% of people wear battle belts? No, I'm kidding. 86.8% is the amount of people that aren't subscribed to the channel that watch the videos. So just saying, just pointing it out. So this battle belt has actually been really great for me, and I've been trying to find something that works for me for a very long time. I have had dozens of different battle belt setups, and honestly, it's one of those things that you buy a bunch of different stuff and you just try to figure out what is going to work. So some of the pros of this setup are that it's interchangeable. Whatever gun I need, whatever magazines I need, I'm able to swap in and swap out easily based on my needs for the day. One of the great things about this system is I can easily just take Safariland molly hooks, put those in my plate carriers, and then I'm able to take the mag pouches and put those directly onto my plate carrier. I can roll around on the ground, I can bump into things full speed, doesn't matter, it's gonna hold up. Some of the cons are that it's permanent modifications. I'm putting holes in a premium belt, but this is a battle belt, this is a training tool, this is something I use to get out there and put rounds on target. I know if I ever have to get a bigger belt, a smaller belt, a replacement belt, I'm gonna have to do all this work over again. And while there is a little bit of upfront time investment, overall I think it's well worth it, and I'm really happy with the results. And then, like I already mentioned, it is a little bit tough to change. If I need to make a small move of something, I have to put new holes in the belt, and that can be a pain in the butt. In fact, you need to be very careful how you're setting things up initially, because once you put those holes in there, there's no going back. So mark exactly where you need things and make sure that you put the holes in the right place the first time. So this setup is constantly evolving, and it's just one of those things that I change on a very, very regular basis. However, since I've gone with the system and the setup that I have right now, I've changed it much less frequency because it gives me all the configurability that I really need. And also keep in mind that this may not work for you, right? Like, I have a bigger belt size. I think my belt is a 38, and someone who weighs 130 pounds and has a 25-inch waist is probably gonna have a heck of a lot less real estate on there. So you're gonna be able to carry less things. Nick and I get a ton of requests to talk about our battle belts, so I hope that this video was helpful and useful. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. And honestly, I'd just like to hear from you in the comments. So thank you very much for watching, and don't forget, get off the couch, find some adventure, and I hope to see you out there. It's probably for the best if you don't tell Tim and Dakota that you saw this, because they could probably kick my ass. And by probably, I mean they can definitely kick my ass. But I thought it was important to share this information. So I know it'll be just between you and me, right, friend? Right?
Unit 2
Fuck.
in a position. Units 3 and 4 maintain coverage of Sector 7. Copy that.